still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, ready, 30 base. It's a corner now. It's a corner now. Ready?
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Daniel Jones, 34 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Ready. 60 or. Hey, Foxtrot. 57,
Now Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Silver.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, wahoo. Ready.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
57, come on. Get your swerve on.
Now.
57, Mike 57. Let's go one more. 57 to Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Going up top. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
You ready?
Mike 5-4. You got nothing today.
Hey, exit.
You got nothing. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. pressure, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Orbit.
Stay with your man.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Get it.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Complete. Smith has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there, 52.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He hits right, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Big grip.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Buzz!
Mike 54! Mike 54! All day! All day!
Say go!
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
Come on, set!
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, Haywood!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Look at me! Go! Go! Smooth! Shoot!
Here's Minshew. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Minshew sets to throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Hey, ready? 18 Gator. Hey, echo.
You gonna see me in your nightmare?
Yeah.
Mike 5-4. Focus defense.
Deep river.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
One set.
Check five.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Hey, wahoo!
He likes to sneak out left. Go.
On 2nd and 10, Minshew. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
31's the mic. I don't think you got it.
It'll be Minshew again. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Let's put that team on the hunt.
Get it.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo.
31's the mic.
Looking to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Mike's by 4. Hey, let's get that ball.
Jones now on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, 1-7, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got him.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
5.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. There goes it deep, and this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Hey, let's go. Interception. All day, baby. Let's get this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
Big stop. Let's go. 31.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Complete to Washington. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Jones off the bootleg. It's complete. James White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Edwards. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's a takeaway. Now that's a takeaway. That's how the defense score points. Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line it. Two times.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Lions have scored to move in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robbie Anderson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ready? 8, read.
Second and 10.
My 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
On the ball.
I'm coming.
2.
Throwing on second down. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
Tyrann Mathieu knocks that one away. And when I'm evaluating guys in the game today, who has the best instincts, I'm not sure I put anyone ahead of him.
Really?
Yeah.
You put him up near the top?
I really do. The way that he plays, he almost doesn't have a position anymore. I don't care whether he's a safety, a corner, a nickel, a linebacker. He knows how to get around the football and make plays that affect the game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Protein spill.
Check 26, check 26.
5.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check right now.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
With the score, Packers 20, Bears 13.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Washington's got it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First down, here's White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Exit. 57.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, D, let's all right, D.
Now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 57. 57's right.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 57. He can't hang.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Opting to run again here with White. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
It's now second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
To throw on second and 6, Jones. It's caught. This is White.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check 13. Check 13. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, orbit.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, watch it. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Equanimeous St. Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
On second down now, it's White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Jones on third down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
New draw Porkers.
That's going to be a long day.
Buzz.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. 58's the mic, 58.
Go.
Throwing Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Come on, set.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jones. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Get it.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners there. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season.
Ted Lobo.
58, the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Jet.
58 the mic, 58.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
On the ready.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike's 54. Mike's
So third and long, here's Minshew. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Bryan Anger now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Ready?
58, 58, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go.
Motion, motion.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
So don't say nothing. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hit it.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Down. 70. Indy.
What we got? What we got? Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
General West. Go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Complete. Smith has it. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. On first down, White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They go right back to White here on first down. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
50, plant.
On second down, it's White, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Come on, set. 30 base. 61, matchbox, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So this thing is all going to come down to the right foot of Phil Dawson. This to win it in overtime.